There we go. What's going on, everybody? I had some technical difficulties on the first try. Hopefully this one goes a little better. I'm far away from my Wi-Fi, so it goes in and out. And then also, these gloves were left out in the sun, so damn, these were good gloves too. Um, I tried using my signal on my phone, so it looks like it didn't happen. I'm unprepared also. Trying to get my stuff ready. So, God, it's already like a little humid, man. I'm sweaty. Trying to get organized here for my harvest. I'm gonna cut some seeds as I go too. For some of the peppers that I like. They're a little short and showed like a little clip of it. So let's see. Okay. Now this pepper was kind of a mystery because the sun made the fade, but I don't know. It looks kind of like a ghost, and that's why I like these little plants because eventually they do produce a pepper or two. Unfortunately, if you see one side like stunted, but the other one's really nice. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's only one way to find out, but I am gonna save seeds from this one right here. And I'm gonna cut this one here and just eat this one. See what happens. If it's a super hot, it's gonna burn. Take the stem off. There we go. It's not fully ripe either, so we'll see. Right away. Right away. It's not a ghost. Doesn't have a ghost flavor to it. I don't know. Kind of does have a ghost flavor at the end there. The heat's mild right now. It's not intense or anything. hmm. Wow. And one might be one of the ones that I planted last year. Red Devil Tongues. It's building up now. Got my shake. Hello, whoever's on. If you want to come on and say hi, you know, go ahead and drop a comment if you want. A little bit of heat. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, what I'm going to do, because of the time, I'm just going to cut them, label them, and then I'll do the seeds afterwards. It'll take too much time between the harvest and everything. Oh, it's building up. Yeah, you know what? If I remember, those red devil tongues were like that. So it must have been a little one that just kind of wasn't growing. I put it on the side. Nice. Good heat to it. Let me see. It's not bad. Okay. Kind of hard doing it with gloves, but I got my gloves ready so I can start cutting these peppers. And I don't want to get any oil on my hands because forget about it later on. So I'm just gonna harvest these, and then I'll cut the seeds later and stuff after. See how much time I have into my live. I've been on for a while. I'm feeling better now. I had a case of the Rona a couple weeks ago, and I was out of it, man. Even after I was over, I was testing all right. I had problems with my congestion in the mornings, a little bit of a cough, and then also I just couldn't stay awake, man, past noon. Want to hear a joke about a paper? Never mind, it's terrible. Nah, let's hear it. It's all right. Hi, Terra on the Beast. It's all right, dude. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, it's cool. Go ahead and tell a joke if you want. Where you're at, by the way. Thank you for coming on my live, but he's gone now. Oh, unfortunately. Okay. So, all right, just mystery. Mystery. And then I'll put red double tongue. With a question mark. I get these from Jimmy Pickles, the grower that I've been following on Facebook. So yeah, let's start on that topic right there. Um, since I'm home just about 99% of the time, I'm disabled. Um, to pass the time, I had to build some kind of like hobbies or routines, and this is what gets me busy when I feel all right. My peppers. I have to water um, all the process. Ooh, nice crunchy seed. Oh, this from my blackberry, blackberry banana shake. And it was, this is one of so it keeps me busy doing this stuff. Um, so routines, like I said, when I feel good, when I feel healthy and whatever, I go out and water in the mornings. Transplant them as they're growing, harvest them, and whatnot. It's just a process. Spend the time to get rid of the you know the monotony of just not doing anything at home. So, um, you know, I'm gonna put this one back over there where I had it on my patio, and I'll put it on the side for now. Um, what I was gonna say, um, routines. Um, on Facebook, I started following, like pepper groups, and I started seeing their pictures and their promotions and whatnot. And it was cool at first because these groups, like just people like me, they're all newbies or just hobbyists and stuff. But some of these people are hardcore, and there's like little cliques, and then it gets toxic, and it's starting to get toxic again. With just oh man, just stupid shit. People calling each other names, being slanderous, I guess, and some things, calling people their personal lives and whatnot. I don't know. This is chile de árbol. These aren't too hot. I like these actually. I got a couple plants, but they don't produce as much peppers. You can eat them like this, make a salsa. And that's why I want to like grow more, because I can't always find them at the store. And you can make a red salsa, a fresh one, or what we usually do is they're dry. We buy them at the store dried, and then we fry them up in oil, and then we drain the oil, and then we grind it up, and then with the oil make like a instead of chili flakes, it's like that, but it's wet. It's pretty good. So nobody's watching. So since nobody's watching, I'm gonna eat this one right here. Very plain flavor. It's giving me a little bit of a shiver. mm. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, what's going on? I just ate a pepper. And I'm just harvesting some peppers. I'm gonna cut them open and get the seeds later on. Just right now, I'm just cutting them. Oh, excuse me, off the plants. Mm. So, like I was talking about the groups and stuff. Um, there are groups on Facebook. And there's novice people like me, and then there's vendors. Well, the vendors get like pretty vicious, man. They start, dude. This guy surprised me. This guy's usually pretty mild, but lately he's been just going off. I'm sure there was another side that happened something. But anyways, what I caught, like I said, I don't follow it too much. What happened was he started calling somebody by name, started saying that he was a meth head and an alcoholic, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, dude, that's you know. Supposedly he's got a stalker also. That used to be a girl that was a moderator on one of his groups. And that's what I know about this guy. He's got his own particular groups. He takes in other groups also, but he's got his own groups, and it's just him. He only advertises his seeds, his peppers, whatever. Lets other people take pictures and whatever, put pictures in it, but you can't advertise for sale. He's kind of a little control freak on the notion that he says that I don't like bullies and bashers and everything, but yet he's doing the same thing now, calling people meth heads and alcoholics, calling them out by name and stuff. It's like got a little disappointing. And I've gotten seats from this guy in the past. Um, things I've said, people have said things about him. Like I said, I don't take sides and whatnot, but now I'm starting to see another side of him. And she did the ad board. Hold on, yeah, ad board. So, um, just it gets toxic. So, I've always been a YouTube as a viewer, as a watching channels and whatever. I'm interested. I have one particular group that I got into and stuff a little bit before I started the channel. It's the Philippine bloggers or expats that live across over there in the Philippines, and I just about follow just about I don't know. There's a lot of them. Now I cut it down because of the interest and the toxicity and everything. But God, man, how they attack each other too. It's incredible. It's incredible. My channel. Someone goes on my channel once in a while and says things about another channel. And I said, dude, I have no comment. I'm not gonna participate. That channel's been good to me. They've been good to me and stuff. Um, there's no need for me to comment on their personal life or past or anything in general. I just enjoy their channel because it's entertaining, it's informative, whatever. It's like, it, you know, I put it on, I put my earphones, and I start doing whatever doing at the house and just listen to what they're saying. And it's a couple, Philippine antics. It's a wife and a husband, like I said, and she's American, and He's Filipino, and they moved to the Philippines about 4 or 5 years ago. They were living here in the United States, and then they lived in Florida. I mean, in Florida, but they moved to Mexico for a little bit, right around when the whole lockdown and the whole thing in 2020 was going on. And then in that year, they moved to the Philippines. And that's why I started following them. I started talking to them because during the lockdown, I was locked down, and I was trying to reach out to different bloggers in different areas because everything was different. And they're the ones that told, oh, yeah, the airport's opening up, people can leave, stuff like that. So, like I said, I've been following since then. I started this channel, we interact a little bit here and there. So, I don't take sides. I'm not here to comment or bash, or anything like that. I'm neutral in the whole subject, whatever. If I don't like something somebody said or did or whatever, I just, scroll by. No sense. If they're just too out of hand, out of control, I just don't follow them anymore and just, make them, so they don't come on my feed anymore. And that's it. That's all you can really do. I mean, it's just like TV. Change the channel, Okay. These are my white ghosts. This has been the only plant here out of these three. Here, there's a little stubby, see? But it's still trunking. There's another one over here. But it looks like it's got some buds coming. But this one's the only one that's produced peppers. So I'm going to cut them. I'll see if I save seeds or not. I don't know. I like to grow more. And, it's like for a ghost, they're pretty small. But it's okay because what I've noticed, if it's a really big pepper, being a super hot, sometimes you just can't finish it, If you're going to bite into it and whatever. And then, people just, leave them or whatever. Is this one ready? You have to, look at it real good, make sure there's no green on it or nothing. Yeah, I'll cut it. But my family, my uncles particularly, are very, they're fond of these. So I'll say I'm harvesting right now. I'm going to separate some of them, and I'm going to give them some peppers. Oh, what else? Routines and stuff. Oh yeah. Since when I was sick, people found out, right? And they reached out. A couple uncles, relatives called, cousins. And it was kind of nice, I just stay to myself. I'm at home a lot, low body. I don't go out, talk to many people. But they reached out. It felt nice, Somebody showed they kind of cared. Hey, do you need anything? Do you want to get you to the store or anything? No, I was good, It's like, I was fine with supplies. I said, I'm just going to try to get better, that's all. So, yeah. Damn, I wish that guy told that joke. White ghosts. Now I'm all curious. Must have been a dirty joke or something, I don't know. Got embarrassed, didn't want to tell. Where do I want to put these? They're going to build up real quick. I'll put them behind the car. What else? Oh, go into bloggers and stuff. I built a relationship with some of the channels I follow. Meaning, I've we talked outside of within just comments and stuff. Reach out through social media, through email, even another blogger through WhatsApp, and we would talk. Actually, we did face to face, and we talk and everything. And I really liked this channel. It was really entertaining, good variety and stuff. What he did a little bit of news, a little bit of his take on it. Locally, what was going on in the Philippines, worldwide. He would try to share a little bit of his past life. Sometimes share about his family, culture, how it's like, living with a Filipino family and how it is, A lot of people can't adjust to that. It's a different culture. It's a different culture. It's not like here at all. It's more family bonding oriented type. So, anyways, following this channel for a while, I don't know, almost year and a half. I mean, you know. So, anyways, I gauge everything by what I'm on this channel. So, um, routines. His channel was one of my routines because, um, like I said, I'll get up in the mornings and water my plants and whatever. By like, 9, 10 o'clock when the sun starts coming out, I'd have to go inside. Hold on, I get the dog out. What's up? You wanna come outside? You wanna come outside? Come on. You got bored, huh? So yeah, it worked perfect. How my days were back then. I mean, talking about 3 years ago, even is what I'm talking about. And at this time, because the time difference, he would put up his videos at a certain time. Um, he would do it like around noon, 1 o'clock our time here. Uh, that was Philippines. Oh God, it was way early in the morning. So it's 12. It's 1 o'clock. 12 plus 3. 3 or 4 in the morning. That's the time he would wake up. He'd put up his video after he was done editing and stuff, whatever, on a dot. Cool. So I was like, all right, put it on. And he had a radio voice, even though he said he was never really on radio and stuff. But he had this voice and his demeanor and how he talked and his accent, And he was just funny, man. It was just like, I related to it because, like I said, it was a program that came on and stuff. Well, unfortunately, something happened. Don't know exactly. I just found out last week. Like I said, I noticed he wasn't like really posting. I'm like, okay, and I went on his. I didn't go on his channel yet. I sent him a message, and there was no response for like over a week. And it was just last week. There was another blogger, and actually was trolling him. And what do you call it? He was trolling him, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. But he was trolling him, and pretty much said he quit. I'm like, what? So yeah, so I talked to another blogger that I talked to outside of YouTube through Messenger and whatever. And we were talking. I don't know. I hope he's all right. I'm gonna send him. You know what? I'm gonna send him an email. And I sent him an email, and he responded right away the next day. I'm not gonna say exactly what he said, but he said he was done with YouTube. He said he's been busy, over 50 hours between what he still does for a living. He does voiceovers for America, but he does them at home over there in the Philippines. So he's busy with that, and his family, and then the channel is taking a lot of his time, and some personal stuff happened. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into it, but he says he's all right. So I left it at that. I didn't even respond to that, and it's sad because, like I said, it was one of my routines, watching this channel and stuff. But I wish him the best. Um, I hope everything's all right. Maybe later on, I'll send him a message. This one's on my father. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Black Darth Maul, right? And normally they grow like this shape right here, right? Well, for some reason, this one grew out like this. Looks almost like a moruga or something. That's what happens, Sometimes they just grow like that. Like that one I earlier that was stunted. Sometimes we get these weird monster looking things. So I'm gonna save this one for seeds. I'm gonna save this for seeds and see what's up. See if they grow more like that. That's how I select them. So I'll grow some more next year. And I'll write that in description. Look at that. That's a big pepper, man. Compared to the other one. And here I have a bootless scorpion. Oh, beautiful. I'm gonna save the seeds in this one, but look at the same size. Normally they're this size right here. There's my Black Death right here. Now I'm gonna say, look at that tail, man. Ooh, look at that stinger. There we go. I'll write this down over here. And there's that guy in that island off of Italy. It's not Sicily. I gotta get this information. I gotta start doing my notes, so I'll have like proper information. I got called out already, so I'm not gonna do like facts or anything like that unless I have them on me. Bed's good. Keeps on my toes. I don't mind. F6. So see if that's an F6, this would be an F7. That's how that works, I believe. Now, when people cross peppers and they do them, they pollinate from one plant to the other and stuff. And then it's not necessarily that pepper, but it's the seeds from that pepper eventually will have whatever they want to get to stabilize and whatever. And that's what I'm trying to say. These peppers aren't always stable. So I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I've never seen this shape on this pepper. So I'm gonna put it in a actual napkin because it's gonna roll off. But I'm not gonna forget. Well, watch me forget. Well, somebody's watching. How you doing? Whoever's watching, guys. I'm just harvesting my peppers right now. I did a short earlier showing my plants. I should get a little baggie to start cutting the ones I'm gonna give to my family and stuff, like those white ghosts. I don't know why I put those in a napkin. Oh, you know why? Because I'm gonna save some seeds from one of them. Because I threw the other last time I did harvest. I threw them in the freezer, and I think once I threw them in the freezer, the seeds won't be any good. So I write the name Father because that's his name. Because I've gotten these from another grower. All right, and I saved seeds from that one, so I want to keep who I try to at least get them from. So I for sort of reference, like so I got those seeds from that guy. And then shape monster. There you go. And the reason I got these peppers because like he put a picture, and they're like they're like on the outside, especially on the inside when you cut it, it was like purplish, like when they first start off, and red at the same time, like all spotted, kind of like the face of Darth Maul from Star Wars. I think that's why he named it like that. But they didn't, they didn't come out last season. The plant lived through this winter, and it produced more peppers. It's got a couple more flowers coming up after these. I'm still hopeful that I might get one of those or not. I don't know. It's just like I said, they're unstable, so they'll grow different shapes and different colors like that and stuff. So no, it's just interesting. I don't care. I still like them. There we go. Just move this out of the way here. This one's an interesting plant. Oh, this one's a very interesting plant. Why? Yeah, I'll tell you right now when I flip the camera over in a minute. Let's see. Okay. I have one plant here. I have another one here, right? I think I talked in the past why, just because of limited resources, and space. If they get real big or whatever, eventually I will separate these. For that reason being is that this plant is named a PJ Black Molten Ice by Towns and Chilies. I planted these on 423. Okay. So, anyways, being two plants, look how cool. These are like little teardrops. Or that's what I call them. See how they are? Like a heart almost with a little, they're all consistently like that. But yet, look at this plant over here. These are cool. And I'm going to save seeds from these. I think it's ready because it's changing color. These are cool. Look at that, it's changing color. So they're black also. See, this one's kind of a mixed of the other ones over here. But then look, then you have these right here. It is all wrinkly like that, which I don't know. It feels soft. Like it's ready to harvest. Because some of these, I don't know, when they're ready, when they're ripe. But see how it's changing color? It's kind of cool, huh? So I might just wait on this one actually to see. So either I'll let the plant let it fall off on its own, or when it starts getting mushy, I'll cut it to save the seeds. But yeah, man, that's cool. So I'll end up separating these plants, and just labeling it, hey, long or whatever, teardrops. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put that one aside. I'm not gonna cut it yet because like I said, I don't know when they're ready, when they're ripe, just yet. So I'm gonna wait. It's probably gonna change color completely to that kind of peach white color. It's kind of cool, man. These peppers are cool. I'm dying to know how hot they are too. What do we have next? Okay, another one I think is by Townsend here. Yeah, it is. I don't know. These names are kind of cool. They're unique names. Okay, so this is a Cartel Karen by Townsend Chilies, and these peppers, they go to green. Then they get these blemishes, like purplish blemishes, and then they change color all completely white. It didn't produce as many as I wanted to, but it got a few. You see what I mean? I'll drop it when it's ready. See, look at the stem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go rinse this off, and I'm gonna eat this pepper in a minute right now. All right. So let's show the plant some more though. Yeah, this I didn't know, so like I said, this one fell off. All right, back guys. I'm gonna rinse this pepper, and we're gonna eat it right now. See how hot it is. Be right back. It's out of the way. I remember last year I grew another one of his. And I think it was called like Molted Ice or Fire Ice or something like that. Oh shit. Here, let's see. There we go. I had wet hands, so it wouldn't let me do that. So I had to rinse this off. And that was a beautiful pepper. That sucker was hot. I remember that too. It was good though. It was a beautiful pepper, but the plant didn't make it, obviously. Didn't make it over the winter. I still have some seeds somewhere. I just didn't really plant too many because I have so many now. It's a lot, the resources with soil and nutrients and just time wise. But I'm gonna grow some more of different ones and more of the ones that I like, especially ones that produce a lot. So anyways, here we go. A little nervous. So this is Cartel Karen by Tess Townsend Chilies. I think I want to say Louisiana, somewhere over there. And I like his peppers because he'll advertise them as what they are. Like he'll have the same pepper, but I'm like, hey, this is an F6, this is an F whatever, 3, 2, 1, and they're different shapes. So that's what might have happened with that one right there. The seeds, might have gotten like cross chains or something, or even the pepper. Like I said, the pepper was already, um, the the plant was pollinated and it crossed. So it's not, you know, how do I explain this? I said this earlier. So the pepper that he took the seeds from, that wasn't like the shape that it was, it's gonna take, but it's the one afterwards, like that what that plant from that seed will produce. So I think that's what happened with that one little one right there. I like them though; they're nice. So, anyways, this is I'm stalling. I'm a little scared. I'm stalling. I just make sure there's no dirt on it. Okay, here we go. Real thick walled. Right away, I taste it. Real thick walled. Still crunchy. Mmm. Almost a citrusy flavor. He's starting to build up a little bit. A little bitter at the end. Like a lemon almost. Mild heat. Starting to build up a little bit now. Not bad. That's a good pepper. That's a good pepper. That'd be something that you like kind of dice up and put on top of your food. Ooh, it's starting to build up now. Now it's building up. Ay. Wow, it's a creeper. Ooh. Ay, ay, it's a creeper. Gotta watch out for those. Get a little bit of a shiver. Ay, ay. Ooh. Right back. I know what I forgot. I gotta get a plastic bag so I put some of these peppers in it. Alright, back. And that's the thing with peppers. They're not all the same. Flavor, heat-wise, and then the way your body reacts. This one's making me shiver a little bit. I'm getting the shakes, man. Oy, oy, oy. Oy. Oy, oy. Oy. I need a little bit of a head rush right now, too. Wow. This one was a creeper. Oy. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to grow more of those. Alright, hold on a minute here. Oh. How you doing, whoever's here? Anyways, this is my old reliables. Let me change this back, sorry. These are my black scorpion tongues. And I call them all reliables because they tend to grow really big. They survive winters. See how there's different shapes, kind of? And it produces a lot of fruit. I got a lot of plants. Eventually, I'm going to get pots and switch them out. And all reliable. Oh, man, that pepper's making me belch now, too. I'm sounding subdued now, but it's not too bad. Anyways, black scorpion tongues. I checked with one of the vendors. He's like, that's not a black scorpion tongue. All right, whatever. I said, I name them whatever the vendor I get them from. I'm out of shape, so I'm definitely not going to eat any more peppers because I know a lot of these are hotter already. I'm not going to be able to handle it, especially on the stomach. So these peppers I got from Ed Curry. Ed Curry is the supposed creator of the Reaper, the Carolina Reaper. He's in South Carolina. He's got a big farm, big company actually. I wasn't happy with the seeds because a lot of them, most of them, didn't germinate, didn't grow or nothing. So I was really disappointed. That's what led me to go to find groups on Facebook, and just local vendors, and they have. I think his seeds might have been so old or something. I don't know. Regardless, I didn't have good. And it wasn't once. It was a couple times actually, 2 or 3 times. They just didn't work. But this is the only one, besides another one, and the other plant never really produced peppers, and they never, died out. I think. But this one, like I said, and then I just get the peppers. I got more over here, and that's what I do. I just save the seeds from these and grow from these. All these right here that I had harvested a couple weeks ago. I'll let it dry out, and then I'll just cut them open. And actually, I forgot in my house when I got sick with the Rona. I'll just cut these out, these seeds, and just grow these. And Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. I forgot. Whoever watches this is interested. Let me know. And I'm willing to just just give seeds to whoever wants to get into this and stuff. That's part of the pepper community, just kind of pass it on and stuff. And this is a good one to grow, guys. It's a nice, mild upper heat there. And it's up there, to me, with like a what do you call them? Habanero. And actually, you know what? I bought some. I want to make pico de gallo, but with mango, they're not. They're not ripe yet. So what I'm gonna do is I bought some avocado, like mixed avocado already, and I make the pico de gallo, but I got some of these peppers and dice them up, put them in there. Oh god, yeah, man, that crept up good. That was a nice little creeper, and it tasted pretty good too. Like I said, it had like a citrusy flavor. At the end, it was just a little bitter, kind of like, but just like a lime, lemon lime. This one's ready, right? No, it doesn't look like it's ready. Okay, let's put that on the side there. These are ready. Yeah, the rest of them still yellowish. So man, my nose is running. Well, I got 2 likes. Thank you very much. Sorry, this is kind of boring, but what did I talk about already? I talked about clicks and within the pepper community. Talked about uh, the blogger that I used to follow. I guess I'll go back a little bit into me and stuff. What's going on? Let me get another plant ready. Okay, I know which one. This one's ready right here. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, when I said vendors, like they're kind of funny. This is one guy that says, "I got a creation, and he has some peppers that he's showing off. They look a lot like this, actually. Oh, sorry. They look a lot like this, but whatever. You know, it's his creation. Hasn't even given it a name yet, and makes a big deal. I mean, self promotion, which is fine. I understand that. It's just I just want I don't want to give credit to a certain grower that they get it from, and I don't do that. I've had pretty much good luck with everybody so far. I know which guys I like, which ones I don't, which ones I miss. There was a guy called from Spring River in Texas, and he he was a little he was busy, I guess, because he wasn't very attentive to his business. Yeah, but some of the peppers that he grew, man, were pretty cool looking. And I believe this is going to be one of them right here. There was another one that he grew. It was a wicked looking pepper. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. He something happened to his farm, so he said he had he's out of it for now, I guess. A lot of these guys, with see, there's a pepper right here. I'm gonna have to save seeds for this one, but I don't remember what it was, unless I wrote it down here. And I hope I did, but I don't know. No, it looks like I just wrote a phone number on there. Oh well. That'll be another mystery. I forgot what I was saying. I was rambling on. Oh, yeah. But anyways, I believe this is one of his creations or whatever, but he had, and they're cool looking peppers. I grew it last year, but last year I was really having a lot of health problems, so I really didn't tend to it. And it had only like 2 or 3 peppers on it. Here, let me turn this around. I only have 2 or 3 peppers on it, but they're like funky looking. And this one was like it looked. I don't know. I wish I would have saved that pepper. They kind of pretty much went rotten on the plant because, like I said, I was intended. But look at this, man! Some of these monsters. And that's the thing with these. I don't know when they're ready because. So I'm just gonna wait till like, and then I guess it changes color. Look at this one. It's kind of cool looking shape. Every shape is different. They look like big bags or something. Look at that. I'm dying to see what they taste like. But this one, and this is a Jay's Pink Purple Ghost Scorpion. I think it was from him. If not, I would have wrote Tess. I would have wrote already if it was. So I'm not gonna cut these either. Like I said, I don't know how it is. So see, because this is what I start off. They start this like that deep purplish color, and this one seems to be changing. I like this one actually. I like this shape. This was getting like changing color. So I'm gonna wait off on that one there. Put it aside. Alright, this sad looking plant produces the coolest looking peppers. And then when they then you just kinda like plain afterwards. This is my Purple Death by Fada. And they're just kinda like it's a sad plant, but man, like they're the coolest looking peppers. See, this one's already like ripe. I had a nice stinger right there, so I'm gonna cut that one. I'm gonna cut all these, but I'm gonna save probably this one for some seeds. This one still got a little bit of purple on it and stuff. They look kind of like skulls too. Um, he posted the other day. He posted something. He swore that they're not Reaper related because that's what happens. He stays on social media on Facebook, and he sees other people trying to sell off his pepper and change names on it. You know, it is kind of insulting, especially when you're known, you know, for your creations, and somebody's trying to sell it off. It'd be, oh, check this out, you know, I'll call it Purple Skulls or something, you know, and it's his creation, you know. So, where's that bag at? There it is. This is what it produced. I don't see any more buds on it, so I'm gonna go probably high in fertilizer on this one and baby it. Hopefully, it makes it through the winter. See if it grows any better and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of cool looking. It's too mushy already to eat, so I'll cut it open and cut the dry branches here. Look at my beautiful spider plant. I gotta cut these too also and replant these. But like I said, like just resources, man. I need more pots and then soil stuff. I love spider plants. But these are all ready. These are all ready. Look at all the roots on these. Makes a nice ornament looking plant and stuff. Okay, what's next? Alright, here we go. Here's another interesting one. Oops. This one, Jay's Pink. Jay's Pink. Oh, it's a Jay's. Oh, Jesus. This is Jay's with a cross with a pink tiger. J stands for, I got forget the top of my head, but look at these peppers, man. They're starting to change color. Look at this one. They're normally like this when they first come out. Look how this was smaller, but look at this one. Look at that one right there. And then it starts changing color, and it starts changing almost reddish. So I'm gonna wait, like I said, on these. Like, I don't know. Like I've never really grow. I mean, it's 123, but they didn't really produce many and stuff. But they're nice, man. This is wicked looking. Okay, Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. That's what it is. That's the normal. Some guy made that, and then so it's a cross between the Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion, because his name was Jay, and then Peach Ghost Scorpion, crossed with a pink tiger. But it's nice, man. Some kind of cool looking shapes. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna put this aside to keep an eye on it, because if I put it way over there, I'll kind of like keep an eye on it just when I water, and then I'll see some, see it with these over here when peppers fall off and stuff. So let's see, and I'll explain that next. Speaking of reliable, there's another one I've had a lot of success with. And then people go, well, it doesn't look like, but that's what happens. Like I said, a lot of these peppers, the plants, they're unstable. It's just like full of like, yeah, it's infested. I gotta, I gotta spray this sucker afterwards. Okay. This one is my caramel reaper. And it doesn't normally look just like a reaper, but look at some of these kind of cool looking ones. These are all ready. Look at this one. This one's kind of stunted. I got another one down there. This is the one I like right here. I might save seeds from that one. So yeah, if you see all that, I don't know if you see those spots and dots. Those are all, what do you call them? I want to say mites. No, they're dry. So I did spray it already. I'll hit it with a water hose though and rinse it off. They are not mites. They are. Oh geez, man, I'm really brain fart today. Look at this beautiful one. I like this one right here. This one's almost like a scorpion like. What was I say? They are. Oh, damn it. What is the name? Here, it's on the. This is what I used actually. This stuff's good, but it's a little strong, so you gotta be because what it does, it'll burn the leaves even if you like leave it off like in the shade. They are aphids. Oh God, I gotta forget that aphids. And the reason I found that out is because I saw a lot of ants. Like what happens is the ants like corral like in certain leaves, the corral the aphids because the aphids when they poop, it's like sugary or something like that. I read that. But yeah, they're not moving. So yeah, I did spray it already, so they're done. So I'm gonna hit it with the water hose afterwards and rinse some of that stuff off. Yeah, all these white dots and everything. I was infested. That's right, I forgot about that. But anyways, I'm gonna start cutting some of these reapers. My my nose is still running from that pepper, man. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. So what else am I gonna talk about? I'll talk about other channels and stuff that I've been following. And I gotta write these names, like I said, these notes down because to give him credit. There is a guy. He's had this channel for, like I said, like 5 years or whatever. And his channel is something basically when he sits down in his apartment before or after he comes from work. I think he's a waiter, and he's somewhere in Idaho or somewhere out there. Anyways, long story short, this guy, he is 50 something, like mid 50s, divorced with kids, and now he's a waiter. But the guy's got like really positive attitude, you know. It's like, you know, it talks about like the other day it's about gratitude. You always gotta be grateful, you know. And people go on his live streams. He's got a following, and they try to troll him. And like I said, when he read the question, he said, "Well, I'm not sure if you're trying to troll me or just answer the question." But basically, it said? What's it feel like to be in your 50s, having a part-time job, not owning a car? So he's like, it feels great, man. I'm all right, man. I just live life and upbeat and everything and stuff. And so I got to get that name to that channel and stuff. But basically, he sits in the morning, he's drinking his coffee, talking, and that's his channel. Something with coffee with which I said to give him credit, but it's pretty cool. I listen to him. You know, sometimes he just like me rambles on too long. Like so, like you know, I'll just log off. But I'll go back and listen to his message. Like I said, it's really positive and upbeat, and that kind of refers to me right now. What's been going on and stuff. I've been just kind of at a slump for a while. You know, I just been there. I guess I don't. And I try to come off not being that way, and I got called out already on it. I'm gonna cut it already. And he's right. Like I said, I don't want to make this channel about my health. Like, and also I don't want to make it like, oh, well, it's me. You know, my situation. It is what it is. You know, and it's acceptance of what my situation is. If you're going, what's he talking about? You're gonna have to go in my other videos. I don't want to talk about it like anymore and stuff with my health and situation and whatnot and stuff. So, you know, um, basically, um, I talked to another vlogger. Hi, you'll see this later on, Jeff. You know I'm talking about you. And I talked to this guy, you know, offline, and I asked him, hey, you know, I was like, we were communicating, and just, you know, I just wanted to know his answer, why and or how we started, you know, talking to each other and stuff. And from what I remember, is I think he started commenting on some of my shorts and stuff, and it's so funny. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know if he was like trolling me or not, but you know, it's going. I just answered him, you know, whatever. Basically, my very first short video, it was just a little clip when I was in Cebu during the lockdown, and I was just filming the sunrise because I could see the sunrise, you know, and I see the bridge towards the bay and everything, not the bay, but the ocean basically. And I just showed up at music. It's when I first started messing around with CapCut, and he mentioned something because it had like a lapse or a jump in the video. Oh, like, oh yeah, it's like, accidentally, but it worked out. That was it. But he started coming on my live streams in the mornings when I used to go in the mornings. That's when he's a world traveler basically. And he was somewhere, I think Japan. So he was out there somewhere in the Far East. And he started commenting and stuff, and I was telling him like a funny story and whatever. He said, "Oh, well, you're funny, and you seem like, I don't know if it was sincere or whatever." But he said that also, like, you know what, you say things, for old memories, and it's fun. So he's right, because they're all memories of mine and stuff that I talk about. And but he said something else too, and this is what the other blogger said also, and I'll go correlate to that. Um, he said, "You don't seem where you want to be at," or something like that. He wrote. Now the other blogger that I'll talk about that doesn't have his channel anymore. I'm not gonna read his email, but he said at the end, "I hope you find peace." And it's kind of like, you know what? Wow, it's like they see it. They see it how I talk and whatever. That I'm not happy. I don't want to see ungrateful or anything. All these peppers, man. Nice, all red stuff. I'll cut this one too. It's still a little green, but yeah, they're right, and it comes off, how I talk. Um, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday that I do once a month, and we were talking, and I just kind of like not let loose, but I talked, and I like this person because he listens. He'll make some suggestions, but he'll listen, and he won't tell you need to do this. He'll just listen and feeds back what I'm saying. And I was actually talking about that kind of relates to right now. Uh, that I don't know how it came up, but anyways, I said I don't drink anymore, and I don't smoke weed and stuff like that. And I remember when I used to, I didn't do it to get fucked up or anything. It was just kind of like a little coping mechanism. And I'm like, wow. I was like, boop. Like after all these years of not drinking and whatever, I was like, I just realized it was my coping mechanism. And it's like what I don't have right now. I don't drink and I don't smoke weed, you know. Um, and back when I used to work and whatever, like the body, whatever. When I wasn't working, I smoked weed. When I was working, I wouldn't smoke weed because random drug tests, and you have to work, drug tests to work at a nuclear power plant or a power plant or a government building, whatever. And then they have random, so it's just not worth it. You get blacklisted, and then just, it's just a big mess. So I would just start drinking after work, and I remember, it's like I drink that beer. It's like, it's like, fuck. Or then I would drink that whiskey later on I got into. I'm like, oh, that would get me buzzed. And I think that's why I made the switch from beer because beer was so filling that, with the whiskey, it's just like, it's just a little bit, my mouth's getting watery right now thinking about it. It's the same thing with weed, I didn't smoke weed to like, basically get high or whatever. It's just because my body was just so tense and stuff, and my neck and my back and my shoulders, and from my line of work that I used to do. And it was just a coping mechanism, and I don't have that now. And I think after all these years, it's kind of like taking its toll, like, what's been missing in my life? And I'm like, wow. It's like, well, did it have that much of a hold on me? And I didn't really realize it till now. And he said something, uh, Mr. K, I'll call him Mr. K. He said, you know what, you gotta find what, and last month he told me that too. And I'm like, I was just feeling real down last month. This month I'm more like anxious. I think a lot of it's my trip is coming up, and I think that's a lot of it right now. It's going on right now, and this is kind of what relaxes me. I've missed this, like this right here, and he says you gotta find. Last time he said you gotta find like your self worth. What to keep your mind occupied, and I do, but it's just like it's constantly, you know, it's hard. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, and I think, well, oh, this is what we talked about because I've said it about acceptance of your situation. You just gotta accept your situation. It tells me you're ahead already because you talk about it. You said, but I think what it is that sometimes I forget or like I haven't completely accepted it. He keeps saying something like some people are like, yeah, this is unfair, this is fucked up, and I don't think that. And maybe that's part of it. That I just skip that part of it, like like oh, it sucks, and my life's like this, and I just don't want to concentrate on that. It's just negative energy, and it's more like okay, I gotta accept my situation where I'm at and how it is. But sometimes I'm like, is this it? Is this what my life is? You know. So that's why I like that one gentleman that lives in an apartment. He's a waiter and whatever, and has child support and whatnot. And he's like, dude, hey, hey, I love he think he worked 10 days straight. I make a lot of money, and I guess he's talking about tips because I don't think waiters make a lot of money. So it must be the tips or whatever where he works at. It must be a bar or grill, something I don't know, somewhere over there. But it's cool. It reminds me when I was working at that deli where like I always had and it was from the heart. It wasn't phony. I was like, hey, I was like, hey, I was like, let's go, and try to have a good attitude, with other fellow employees and customers and the management and stuff. And it's just like just try not to reality of life. Like, fuck, dude, I'm working at a fucking deli for minimum wage now, and but it was a motivation is like where this was going. It was going towards my family. I had a family to support. I had a baby, that was barely a year old, or going to be a year old. Well, he was a year old by that time. Around that time, that's when he turned a year old. So I gotta find, again, what's gonna motivate me, what drive me and stuff, and that's kind of told him at the end. I said, look, man, I'm gonna go over there and take care of business. It's not really for the first time going to be vacation, a trip and do this and that, whatever. But I remember every time I came back from the Philippines, how everybody saw me. It was like, man, dude, your attitude and this and that. And I said, I know. It's just like, it's a reset button. I go over there and I come back cleansed. And I think that's what I've been missing for this long. I just need that. I need that again. I need that again. The body needs that. The mind needs that. The heart needs that. The spirit needs that. Mind, body, and soul. I need to reconnect with what's important in my life. And that's what we talked about. Like, look, dude, you didn't die for a reason. I know, I know, I know I didn't die for a reason, you know. My reason's about 4 years old. I need to stay alive. Because we talked about death. Like, what's going to happen. So I don't know. I talk about this with another friend of mine. Well, this, that. And he pretty much says, fuck, dude, I'll be fucking dead. Who knows? Who gives a shit? I said, well, he's fucking right. I was like, what are you going to do when you're dead? There's nothing you can do. It's done. What happens when you die? People cry. and they miss you and whatever, and they life goes on. It's just how we want life to go on after we're gone. I think that's the problem. And this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to make everything right now while I'm still in good health to make sure that things are ready for when that happens. So the transition and my son's mother, can have what she needs. You know, it's a very humbling experience what I kind of been going through and stuff. I guess that's part of it too. That I do miss. I miss some of the things that went wrong. I mean, I miss my work. I do miss my work. I miss, the sense of accomplishment with the project. I miss getting up at 3 in the morning. You know, starting at 5 or 6 in the morning, whatever. I miss working with the guys. I miss the money, but I miss the life that it provided for me when I wasn't working. And I was just thinking about it right now. I'm like, God, man, it's like sometimes like, man, what do I feel like having? Like, I used to eat sushi 3 times a week at least sometimes, depending where I was at. And that's one of the things I do take care of when I went on the road. I ate. I made sure I ate well. I at least a nice meal after work. It'd be a restaurant, a steakhouse, a sushi place, a bar and grill or something. I wouldn't like necessarily like drinking a lot or anything like that. I might have a beer or two at the most. What is purple orange ghost? Oh, this game. I gotta write this down here. Sorry, I didn't write this down before. But like I said, the I think that's what I miss the most. Um, Gary Mason. And I got this at 22. This is a fucking beautiful pepper. It's like a nice, like, not even purple. It's kind of like a violet, magenta looking color. And then it starts changing color. Um, this is the biggest the plant's gotten. It's weird. It's kind of like changing back to like kind of greenish lime. But there's a little bit of magenta right there. But it starts changing yellowish, like a little blush. I think this one got hit by a grasshopper because all my leaves were chewed up, man. But I'm starting to get more in the last couple of weeks. Look at these peppers. Yeah, then they kind of like start looking greenish. This one right here got a fucking worm. So I'm gonna hold off. I think it finally goes like a peach color like this, if I remember. But it's the most peppers it's produced ever. And this 22, so it's 2 years old. Look, see, there's this one. I try to learn how to focus on this damn thing. It won't focus. So there's actually a deep color right now, but it's like, they turn off magenta. There we go. That's a good view right there. I don't want to be too rough with it. Break it off. So I'll put that one aside. But yeah, it's like, so I think that's part of it too. It's all just like, it's been building up, you know. It's not something I dwell on. It's more like a memory, comes back. I'm like, fuck. Or more like a dose of reality, or what's the word I used to use when I quit drinking? I can't remember. Like, I don't know if the word's epiphany or not, but it's like, boom, it's like, oh, clarity, a sense of clarity. So I think it's like, oh, wow, it's like, this is what my life is like, this is what it is. So, you know, it's kind of overbearing sometimes. Like, fuck, it's frustrating. And that's, like I said, that's the part that I've kind of avoided. Like, God damn it, this ain't fair, da da da. I don't want to fucking be like that. I don't. Because every time I tell people I had a stroke, like when I'm at a store or somewhere, and people start getting short with me, like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I look at them, oh, I'm sorry, dude, I had a stroke. So it takes me a while to process the information. Oh, I'm sorry, like no, 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 it's okay, I just want to explain why, I'm kind of like, I'm just not getting it. Right away, a lot of people, their demeanor changes, and I tell them, no, 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 it's okay, it's like, or this, or they'll say it's okay. I said, no, it's not okay. Oh, and then they don't really know what to say. No, no, I don't. I said, I give that fuck with them anyways. But I kind of what I'm trying to say is like, it's the same thing. And Mr. K, I told him that, and he brought it up. He's like, yeah, well, I was sick, and but not like, yeah, I said, not like me. You don't, we're like, your your ability to do what you did. Oh, man, I can't give up monsters. Don't tell the doctor. Shh. So yeah, I mean that's part. I think that's what it is. I just like, and I used to just like, in life I used to just cope with alcohol, and I didn't really do drugs ever. I didn't like drugs even as a youngster. When I didn't. People don't consider weed a drug. It is. Coffee's a drug. Caffeine, soda, cigarettes. I did used to smoke, but I quit 7 years ago, 2017. I just smoked so much that I started gagging and stuff. My body just started rejecting it. And it was this weekend. I went to Money Tree. I had to send some money. And then going out, opened the door for somebody who was smoking a cigarette. What's up, buddy? Hey, Goliath. Come on. Here's Goliath. My 9-year-old Chihuahua. What's up, buddy? You're in the bath today. I smelled that cigarette and like, oh, it smells so good. Like just taking a drag. But I know once I take that drag, it's gonna be like the, you know. So, yeah, that's what it's come to right now. That I'm starting to realize that hey, I need to focus on it more now and like accept more of it now, and that's part of it. I've been neglecting my feelings towards my situation, you know, and I think I did that to not try to make it come out or project that on somebody else. But I think I have by keeping it inside. I've been projecting that frustration and that anger and stuff to the wrong people, and it sucks because those people don't deserve that. Well, they deserve some. I'll say that because that's the thing I have to explain to people. You don't fucking understand, dude. I've had some strokes. There is something wrong, But then again, I can't use that as an excuse either. That doesn't excuse bad behavior or bad habits or anything like that either. So, yeah, I just like, talking to people, and like I said, that one blogger said that, I hope you find your peace. And I think that's what everybody on this channel knows. That's what my peace is. It's not so much just a reset button, just going to the Philippines, but basically reuniting with my son and just being with him and his mother and the family and everything. It's more of a that's it. That's what I want. That's what I need. That's it. You know. It's not just so much a reset button. It's my peace. And like the other blogger said, you're not where you seem to not want to be where you're at. And he's right. I'm not. I am not where I want to be at. I'm not at. But it is what it is, you know. I think I just like I said, I just kind of like I don't want to concentrate on it, so I just kind of you know. So it comes out in little spurts, kind of like oh. But I don't want to make this channel. I said, "Woe is me. This is my life. This is what it is." This is the reason I do this channel and have these conversations. So my son, when he's older, you know, and wondering like, well, how come my dad, doesn't come? He doesn't take me away, or doesn't take me to America, or is here with us and stuff, and he hears neighbors and friends and people at school and whatever just saying, oh, he abandoned you. He doesn't want to be here. He probably has another family over there. It's all kinds of shit, that they used to tell his mother. But I mean, now she knows me well enough. Hey, it's like I'm not. I'm just a fat guy on the couch in California right now that's trying to, figure it out. Figure out what is going to get me going. Figure out what maybe financially is going to get me to be where I want to be at. Like that. I mean, I'm saying because I used to make good money. But is that really what made me happy? Or buying things? Made me. No, it was just the lifestyle that I could have. It was just the freedom. That's what it is. That I wasn't like limited and like, well, that's what I miss. I miss the freedom of being able to not have to worry about, well, shit, I can't really buy that. I haven't been there in so long. That's what the trade got me. It helped me grow to have the freedom to, just my nose is still running. That's a good pepper, man. I'm definitely gonna grow more of those, man. So yeah, this channel helps me just kind of just say, and I watch his videos over later on to see how I spoke, like to help my speech, pronunciation, and then see where I messed up with memories and dates and stuff like that. Oh, dude, that. But also to kind of just like self-analyze, is that's the word I was looking at. And that was one of the things that used to work for me when I used to work on the road. The road, when I mean road, is like working out of town. Would it be another city or another state, motor state, or wherever. Just driving, dude, those hours, during the day, getting to cross country and stuff with therapy, you think a lot. It's good therapy. You self-analyze. And I haven't had that in a long time. I've just been here. I've been here. So anyways, I'm going to show one last plant. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to put this aside. And then I'm going to probably end this. Oh, two more. Hold on. Oh. Alright. So anyways, this is my chocolate ghost. Beautiful peppers. This is what a ghost is supposed to be like. The other one that's a white ghost over there, or wherever it's at over there. Those little miniature things, they're supposed to be like big like this. So anyways, this one over here is my Ormo chocolate. They look a lot the same. And I got these from the same grower, Jimmy Pickles. Haven't had these before, so they're from 23. I might have one later on, do burn of each and compare. Not today. Not today. I'm not ready for a super hot. But anyways, here's one pepper that just fell off on its own. So I'll probably harvest seeds from that one. Oops. And here's another one. Or this one, but unfortunately, look at this, man. 1, 2, 3. And I didn't like break these off. These actually got chewed up. If you see how I got no leaves, that means a grasshopper was here. Either that or a worm. A hornworm. But it could have been a grasshopper. And just chewed off the branches, man, that sucker. So I got to be more attentive and keep an eye out. So yeah, these are nice peppers. My Ormo chocolates. And my chocolate ghost. Jimmy Pickles 2023. Now, this baby. Last but not least. This is my black cobras. And these are monsters because they normally grow this size. The plants are way over there. But this plant has grown so big that I had to get a cage for it. I'm glad I finally did. And it's only a year old. I planted this in 23. These fuckers are hot, man. And then these plants right here, this one right here, and then this one, look how big it is now. These right here were small. They're from this year. And this has already got, these are babies from this plant. And look at this pepper. It's growing big ones also. Look at it. This plant right here. Look at that monster. And I got 3 other ones over there also that I'm going to put here. And eventually, next year, I'm going to move these to one of the big pots where the umbrella's at. And get... So, Miracle-Gro does work. I know some people hate it because Monsanto and all that shit, but man, Miracle-Gro works on my plants. Can't always like make my own mulch and stuff like that. I don't have the resources. That's the best option though, making your own mulch. But these are ready. I'm gonna cut these and give these away to my family members. These are hot. Because I said normally these grow about that size or but these are monsters. And they are hot. And my sad looking over here Pekin didn't produce as many. Something got to it and ate a lot of my leaves and branches and stuff. I got some more growing over there. I got to transplant those. I'm also going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to transplant this into one of these big pots, that black one probably right there. And give it a bunch of nutrients and Miracle-Gro for next year. I'm going to cut these peppers and then I'm going to save seeds and plant some more. These are hot, good little hot peppers. In fact, let me try one right now. To end the live stream. Because I'm sitting here in the sun, it's hot. I got a lot of shit to do, man. I gotta make some phone calls. What time is it right now? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Aye. So anyways, To end my live stream, I'm gonna eat a little Pekin. Blows up. It's like a little Tic Tac that just blows up in your mouth. Hot little Tic Tac. A lot of seeds. It's hot. Those are probably good to dry out and then crush them up. Made like crushed pepper. Not bad. When I used to produce a lot of them. I mean, it did last year. The last couple of years, it did. That's what this year is just got like. It's just sad, man. It didn't really do too good. Didn't grow out much, and then something got to it and made all the leaves. So it probably had a worm or another, like, grasshopper. I don't see them. I don't come here at noon. That's usually when I'll catch them out here. And just ate all the whole plant. Those are all brand new leaves that came out a month ago or so. And the peppers need leaves for the process. I gotta write all these notes down so I can explain instead of just like, ugh. But yeah, it's not a bad pepper. I'm only a minute, an hour and 30 minutes, a minute and 38 into it today. Thank you, whoever came by and listened to me blab and watch me eat hot peppers. I appreciate it. I wanted to make a video, but it's hot with me, hitting pause and having all that hot stuff on my peppers. And I ain't really cut. I'm gonna go in the house where it's cool and then cut all these peppers open and stuff. But we got a nice little harvest today. Actually, I gotta cut some of those, but I gotta decide which ones I gotta use. So, peace out.